Food and weight obsession can be exhausting. Losing weight, gaining weight, dieting, feeling like a failure because you missed the gym, binged, overate, or gained all the weight back. The cycle is endless and it can be maddening. But I am here to say you can stop the madness. You can take back control over your food behaviors, but you have to get support and you have to make a change. I'm Leslie M. Thornton, Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss coach from weightlossalbany.com. This is Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss, and I know you can make this change. On this podcast, you will hear about how to stop the mental madness, how to love your body, trust your food decisions, and take back control of food so you can create a life of happiness, freedom, and inner peace. Today's episode is called Permanent Weight Loss and Drinking Alcohol. So alcohol is a very interesting topic as it relates to food and permanent weight loss. And especially during this time that we're in quarantine, I know that some people have increased their drinking and increased their eating. So I thought that this would be a helpful topic to touch on today. When I first started my hypnosis practice, I would do the hypnosis scripting privately for clients. And I would have clients that would tell me, don't put alcohol in my hypnosis script because I don't want to stop drinking that. So this would be a good time to educate a little bit about what happens with the hypnosis. So everyone I work with has strong mental attachments to certain foods and drinks. So for example, if your thing is chips, peanut butter, ice cream, or homemade cookies, or maybe a cocktail or wine, for the purpose of this episode being on alcohol, you know that if someone were trying to offer you that thing, you would be absolutely unable to say no, right? It's like you gotta have that. Why? It's not as important to know why exactly, but briefly, it's the association that your brain makes with this food or that drink and what it's going to bring you. More happiness, more love, more intimacy, more connection. You're not consciously aware of that, but that's the reason why you're attached. I get deeper into that kind of stuff in my course, but to stay on track today, so what the hypnosis does to help with all of that, I always have to say yes to that food or drink kind of mentality, is make it so that when you are offered or think about one of these options to eat or drink, you have a pause. No longer is there that crazy cord that automatically is pulling you to have that thing, and maybe way too much of it, but rather you are able to feel detached from that thing and you're able to feel into your body, or maybe think about whether or not that food or drink is actually going to serve you or make you happy or is actually what you want. Maybe there's something else that would make you feel happier than that. Or maybe in fact that food or drink will. It doesn't matter, no judgment if you have it or you don't. But the point is that when you feel like you don't have control over your food and drink behaviors because you don't have that pause that the hypnosis creates for you, and you wake up the next day feeling awful and mad at yourself for making that choice. Why did I do that? I can never stick to my diet and food plan. I have a problem now. Now I'm fat again. I might as well give up and just keep going down that track. I have to go to the gym now. I wasted my entire day. What's the matter with me? Etc., etc., right? That's what ends up tearing you up and making you break down. Versus if you had that pause and you were able to make an empowered decision, yes or no, then you wake up the next day feeling like, yeah, I know, I made that choice, and because of that, now I feel like X, and I can accept that, and I'm okay with that. You have now become the creator of your own life and food and drink choices. And I want that for you if you want that. I know for myself, all I ever really wanted was inner peace on a day-to-day basis. And personally, I have had parts of my journey where I'm choosing to drink alcohol and others where I'm choosing not to drink for long periods of time. And I do notice that not drinking leaves me feeling happier and more at peace more consistently. My mental chatter is quieter, and I 100% know that it's because I know that alcohol affects my sleep, and sleep is everything. So if I'm not drinking, I sleep better, and therefore I have less mental chatter, and therefore I feel more grounded and at peace and energized throughout my day, which usually leads me to choosing to eat in a different way as well because I'm not reaching for food to try to give me energy or to numb the pain. But even with that awareness, there are still times on my path where I still am making empowered choices to eat or drink, even when I know it's because I may feel I am more emotional or am going through a different transitionary time. And I deeply love and accept myself. And that is the key. The point is, there is no right and wrong. And we all go through different phases and times in our lives that cause for weight to go up and weight to go down, for drinking alcohol to be up or down, depending on who you are. But the key is that if you are able to master your detachment from right, wrong, good, and bad, and imagine yourself making empowered decisions and feeling that choice each and every day, you get to feel that inner peace on a regular basis. And that is most definitely what I want for you if you want that too. If you want to experience that kind of inner peace and freedom on a regular basis, regardless of if you're choosing to drink or not choosing to, what you're choosing to eat or not eat, regardless of how much you weigh or don't weigh, please email me at coachmeleslie@gmail.com. And if you'd like to continue receiving podcasts like this, also email me at coachmeleslie@gmail.com, and I'll be sure you receive each episode that comes out daily during this month of April, leading up to my official podcast launch date to Apple Podcasts on May 1st, 2020. Talk soon.